the Austin Desperadoes taking on San Diego.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Austin Desperadoes. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 34-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Right there, 54, right there.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a second down and 6. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
At the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Brings up third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And his kick is indeed good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
Desperadoes 3. Dragons nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception ball. 2nd and 9 now.
6-yard line.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The pass. Incomplete from the contact.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Number 16.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Pass forced to the ground and incomplete. It's
nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
87.
12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Wilson snags it left side.
The pass.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 62 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 4 yards.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Frazier. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Dragons.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw again. And to the left side here, Wilson.
The pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Richards. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A gain of 12.
The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
The second down pass. Intercepted.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice spin into some open field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down. And
you've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. Brings up 4. Is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
15-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Dragons.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 4. Wide open receiver, complete.
The pass.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
27.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3.
3-3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Boston's offense ready to go again. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Makes it
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Complete to
a big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, They don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Boston's offense ready to go again. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Kenny Clark in on the
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
15 yards on the play, 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Number 24, the ball carrier.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Frazier. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
The pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gonzalez now to have the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. 5 plays there on that drive.
Desperadoes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Austin's offense ready to go again. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Number 26.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
The pass.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Desperadoes 6.
So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. 21-7, the final score. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Patterson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Back to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
And it's
Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A gain of 32 that time. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
Desperadoes 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the 1st half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down. It's Richards, and able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Richards.
The pass.
I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
And it's third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
The pass.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Gain of 6 yards.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
And 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. The team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
41.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
Complete to number 85.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Back now in Austin.
with the score.
As we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. On second down, it's Richards. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Austin's offense ready to go again. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll set up to throw. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. I know you've got a baseball background. Right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And it is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
It brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
His guys take over first.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
19, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The offense on third down tonight, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
They'll run on first down. Richards. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
The running back, again, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Dragons 31, Desperadoes 6.
Austin's offense ready to go again. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete.
The pass
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Boston's offense ready to go again. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And he's got this down to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Thrown away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
His kick is...
And he knocks it through. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
Desperadoes 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st down and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, it's Richards. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richards. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for our visitors, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.